Now.
Oh, I love the whole thing with the cat. That was amazing. Hey everyone, and welcome to We Watch Winchester, a supernatural reaction series. And I, of course, am Kyle, your noob, and you all are my fans of Supernatural. Today's episode is not an episode. It is actually a Supernatural special. It's been a little while since we've done one of these, and I'm really excited about this one. This one is called Angel Warrior, The Story of Castiel. I have been a fan of Castiel. Don't like when he's not so great. Didn't like the fact that he did everything right this season and then made everything wrong very quickly, pretty early on. So I'm hoping by next season we don't get much of that. But I'm really interested to see what the cast and crew and whomever else, what they have to say about Castiel. So let's get to this Supernatural special.
An angel who feels guilt, who says, I'm in the right place in purgatory, I guess this is where this should be my punishment. There's a lot you can do with that character.
This character that started out as very much a warrior angel who rescues Dean from hell had a certain richness.
It allows us to learn more about our own humanity. When you have a character that's a blank slate, it allows you to explore so many things about humanity, the good and the bad.
Dean's hell is very, very different from Bobby's. That's wild. Love that.
Our show is definitely not the touched by an angels kind of angels. Our angels have an agenda.
Clarence from, it's a
Bobby Singer.
These are people who are warriors. They're there to, at least at the very beginning, they're there to enforce what they believe is the will of God.
It was a demon because Eric didn't want to reveal that they were adding an angel to the show.
The first episode of the fourth season was built so keeping it quiet was pretty important.
I did one take of the scene, and Eric said, okay, good, you're an angel, not a demon. Now do it again. And I did, and apparently he liked what I did because I got the part.
Nice.
Sarah Gamble, the writer and producer.
If you were to look at an angel, you'd be blinded and you'd be deaf from the sound of it.
One of the things that became a powerful icon for that character was just the trench coat. It became quite powerful.
I should give him like a really commanding, powerful voice.
You have no faith to keep them away from you.
He sees himself as Dean's protector and at the same time sees Dean as something of a mentor.
It's Wabbit season. I don't think you pronounced that correctly.
Misha plays it so straight. He's like Starman. He's just this guy that you think he looks human, but his cadence, his rhythm, his timing on things is off.
I could be your third wheel. You know that's not a good thing, right? Of course it is. A third wheel adds extra grip, greater stability.
Everything from the way he plays them, where it allows us to write great jokes where he doesn't always get what's being said.
Now.
Oh, I love the whole thing with the cat. That was amazing.
He's our Data from Star Trek Next Generation, He is our character.
Never really thought about him that
allows
way.
us to explore humanity.
There's all these different layers that they have used to incapacitate him in some way. When we first met
That's what you do when you have
very much
nearly a deus machina of
over
a character.
time, his exposure to Sam and Dean.
We intersect with each other because we have agenda that are similar.
We're rebels, you're a rebel, I'm a rebel. Let's be rebels together.
It's either this or the apocalypse all over again.
Crowley is a big problem, and he just doesn't seem to be going away, unfortunately.
Yep. Nope.
I don't know.
Why am I telling you any of this?
The introduction of Naomi adds a second twist to it, which is angels aren't just the goody-goody. Goes beyond what we thought angels were capable of doing.
She was great.
The tablet back where it should be.
That sound effect.
You can write a great character, but if it's not acted right, then it doesn't mean anything. Any writer or producer will tell you is what's amazing, and I know this was the case with Misha, where you write a great character, but then they come in and even bring it to a whole other level.
You have a universe, you have stories you want to tell.
It's just gratifying and interesting to play something that is always changing. I think this guy's gonna do okay. I think this is not the last we'll see of this Misha.
Let's hope not. Misha Collins, he's really great. I think the character has really become what I think is a mainstay character for the rest of the series, especially at this point now that he is grounded in so many regards. I still think his abilities have become super useful, but I think he's earned his position on this show as a main character at this point, if he wasn't already. I do think it's interesting, though, that they introduced him in season 4. Like, they introduced him in what most other shows would have been closer to the end, and they introduced him then, and he's this prominent. That being said, the Leviathan season, he wasn't really there for much of. So, yeah, I don't know how that all works, but I like his character a lot. He is definitely funny, and I love the analogy to Data. I think that's hilarious. I think that's really interesting. I'm glad that they introduced the character. I think it makes sense that they kept him under wraps. Yeah, I wasn't really sure what the show had become once Angels had joined, because I was like, that's weird. This show's become very religious. Very religious. But at the same time, it feels like what the heart and soul of the show really is demons and ghosts and things that are indeed supernatural. And what makes something supernatural? Of course, it can relate to this sort of thing. So, yeah, I think it makes sense to eventually get to Angels the way that they have. And now we've gotten to a whole bunch of other things, too, which is really cool, including this season's introduction of a Nephilim, which I think is really dope. I also love that the show doesn't hide the fact that it straight up uses a lot of the crew or writers or people behind the scenes for character names. I just think that's really funny how they clearly use a lot of their names for this. But anyway, I enjoyed this. This was a lot of fun, and I can't wait to get to the next special. But regardless, as always, this was indeed quite super naturally. Hey guys, it's Kyle from Fan Theory Network. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel, or click that bell to stay notified. You can also watch more right there. Do you ever feel like we cut out moments you wish we hadn't? Well, we have full-length reactions that you get a week early over at our Patreon by clicking that little P button right there. We also have exclusive content you won't even find here. Seriously, what are you waiting for? Duh.